It's week 11 of PFR on Lakeshore Public Television tonight. We'll get you ready for the second round of the football sectionals. In some cases, though, I think it's the championship.
Championship, that's right.
Right away.
Big Friday night. And some teams that are still alive that we thought maybe were not going to be alive.
Yes, all that coming up. We'll rewind week 10, much more on PFR on Lakeshore Public Television. Week 11, PFR on Lakeshore Public Television, ready for second round of the sectionals here in high school football in the state of Indiana. We start, as we always do, with our results for our Team Spirit Award from our Facebook page, Lakeshore Prep Sports at Facebook, the Facebook page for PFR and PFR School Board. Let's check it out. Who was the dominant fan base this week for our Team Spirit Award, Wayne?
You know, the dominant team in the area had the dominant teams for the Spirit Week, and that was Lowell Red Devils.
Down on Route 2, they're believing in RDP this year, and they hit the Facebook page and got it done. 50% of our votes came from Lowell. Chesterton at 36%. And then Wheeler and Hanover right there. You got to like that from Hanover in the defeat.
That's right.
In their season.
That's right.
And still got some nice fan support on the PFR Facebook page. Congratulations to all those teams.
All those teams.
For getting up there. All right, time to look back at the first week of the high school postseason. Time for week 10 PFR Rewind. And we're back, and it's week 11 of PFR. Another great look back at week 10 PFR Rewind. I was getting a little worried about that official there.
I know.
He's getting a little too close to the action.
That's right. That's right.
You need to back off a little bit. All right, time now for our week 10 Players of the Week. Let's start with offense, as we always do. David Graham back at quarterback for Andrean had 4 TDs and they come from behind fashion for Andrean, trailing 18-0.
And Tevin Armstrong, what a great year he's had for Morton.
Yeah.
4 TDs against Highland.
He's stepped up and improved
really
his
has.
passing game. He was an outstanding runner last year, struggled a little bit throwing the ball, but he has thrown the ball much better this year and has given them a different dimension throwing the football. Ike James, enough said there, outstanding, 147 yards.
DJ Wilkins, enough said there.
Yeah, he said fine year. DJ struggled a little bit against Chesterton. Devin Moore, he'll be Johnny on the spot tomorrow. A marked man as Griffith's defense tries to zero in on him.
And so will Kyle Hurd, who has 5 TDs in the first half against Clark.
Yeah, he'll definitely be on the minds tomorrow. How about some defensive players of the week? Lowell defensively getting it done with tossing the shutout.
Boy, I was surprised. I thought Lowell would win, but tossing the shutout, kudos to Lowell's defense there.
Justin Thomas and company, I think, getting
Yes.
it done. Josh Chorba from Chesterton with a pick and a blocked field goal.
Yep, stepping up there strong, that defense from Chesterton.
Special teams players of the week. Luis Cordero with a 95-yard kickoff return against Knox.
And Nate Needham, Chesterton keeps coming up with these really great kickers. I just don't know how. Needham is outstanding, 3 field goals. Kyle Yelton, remember him?
Yeah.
From Chesterton, another great kicker.
Right, and Luke Finke, we finally got him on the board there.
Yes, we did. He had a block punt versus Velpo, and Josh Gonzalez from Portage had a 29-yard field goal.
What a great matchup tomorrow night of 2 of the best special teams squads in the state. When you look at Penn,
Yes.
who perennially has been tremendous on special teams, and then you got Chesterton, who's had a great year on special teams. How about some unknown players of the week?
Boy, this kid was unknown until last week, I'll tell you. Anthony Machio from Portage, 271 total yards, 4 TDs against LC.
And Andrew Cartenson
Right.
of
From
Highland.
81-yard kickoff return versus Morton.
Anthony Maseo, we'll see if he can engineer some kind of upset for second week in a row against Maryville, although you and Andy Schultz were not buying Portage's chances last Friday night.
Well, you know, this game shocked me. It was at the burial ground. It wasn't at home.
I think it shocked a lot of people.
Yes, it did.
Shocked a lot of people across Northwest Indiana, the state of Indiana. You know, a lot of Lake Central alums did not want to believe that
Oh, yeah.
happened and did happen. So definitely a shocking turn of events. How about this week's poll, the only poll that matters, the PFR Top 10? East Chicago into the poll, Wayne.
Can you believe it? 5-5 on the season. They're still alive in the sectional. And Morton at 6-4, coming on strong. Snorton is back.
Yeah.
You know, for Morton.
Hammond High at 9-1, Maryville at 6-4. A less than impressive performance for the Pirates last week. We'll see how they match up with Portage this week.
And Drain has a tough one. South Bend, Washington.
Yes, they do.
They're good. They're going to have to play better defense than they did last week.
Yes, they will. That's very well put. Valpo finishing their season with a tough home loss to Chesterton. Whiting continuing to roll.
Oh, wow. They are really rolling right now. And Wheeler playing well. They have a tough one also.
Yeah, they have a huge challenge. Wheeler
Yes, they
does.
do.
Stepping up the competition level, having to go on the road. Wheeler's had a tremendous year, but they're going to be in tough with a big opponent coming up
That's right.
tomorrow night. Chesterton at 7-3. What a year they've had. It's not over yet. They've got a big date with Penn. The entire world will be rooting for them
Yes,
tomorrow
they
night.
will.
And Lowell with a outstanding performance last week against Munster, 10-0. Looking awfully good.
Awfully good. Not only do they have a great cheering section, but
Yeah.
they also have a great defense, and they've got a great team.
And we'll see if they dominated Morton a few weeks ago. We'll
Yeah.
see if they get the job done tomorrow night against
Snorton's
the Governor.
back. Snorton's back. So
Okay, well, I don't know if that'll be that alone will not be the
Yes,
difference.
that's true.
They'll need the other players to play
yeah,
well.
Armstrong
as
is going to
well.
have to play well.
Yeah. All right, little 5 this week on PFR. Boone had a good year, taken out by Whiting. Knox continues to be disrespected by Wayne.
Boy, they're still rolling. One of the surprises.
South Newton upset South Central.
Yes, they did. Yes.
Winnemac at 8-2.
And North Judson
And the
at 8-2.
Jays.
Yeah.
Looking awfully good. Okay. There's your little 5 poll. As we go to the timeout, we're going to show you what's coming up. PFR School Board tomorrow night. All that. We'll come back, preview the games, have Wayne's picks right after this on the Prep Football Report. Back on PFR, ready for Wayne's World, Wayne's picks. Let's see, they should be getting tougher. I think they are. Ready for Wayne's World. No more freebies this week. Not that
The
many.
picks get tougher and
Yes,
tougher.
they
There you
do.
go.
Yes, they do.
That's right.
23-5 last week, 82%. Still just 75 for the year.
Yeah. Looking at sectional 6A, sectional 1, Portage and Maryville, and I really do like Maryville, even though Portage played very well. And Adams will unfortunately knock out Michigan City.
And you liked Penn. You missed the Penn game. You liked Penn over Chesterfield.
Right, that's one of our.
Oh, that's coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mishawaka is very good over Elkhart Central.
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of favorites being picked. You like Lowell?
We're
gonna get to that one as well.
That's also.
You like
Gavin
EC?
Gavin is at EC.
think
Hurd is good, but I think Chicago at home.
I think Gavin beat East Chicago earlier this year,
Did
right?
they?
I think so.
Revenge match. You
But East
forget it.
Chicago's played awfully well since
Yes, they
that
have.
meeting.
They really have. And Devontae Jones is excellent back there. Leads the area in rushing.
St. Joe
I like
upset
St.
Hobart.
Joe, yes. And I like Handran on the road. I know Washington has really played well lately, but I like the 59ers.
Big step up for Andrean now going to 4A
Yes. Yeah.
after the championship rule.
Yep.
So they are going up in class.
And I know that you really like the Knox, North Newton game here, but I think Newton and Jeff Bean they're on the right track, and his teams are playing well.
I just don't like to see the Redskins, the pride of Stark County, getting disrespected.
Well, you got to pick one or the other.
The Hoosier North Conference is not getting. It's kind of like the Duneland here, not getting a lot of love on this program.
And Whiting will move on tomorrow night also.
It's interesting to see how competitive that Roosevelt-Whiting game is.
Yep, that's right.
You know, Roosevelt with the upset of Westside.
Yeah.
Very impressive last
Very
week.
impressive.
Roy Richards can
I was
dial
gonna
up some
say that.
offense.
That's right. That's right.
I'm sure he's
But-
caused maybe a couple sleepless nights for Jeff Kane this
I'm
week.
sure he has, but I'm sure Kane has caused a lot more for him.
Yes.
Bremen over Oak Hill in a close one, and Winamac over Lewis Cass.
You picked the Bremen Oak Hill game?
Well,
all right.
You've got to pick
you think
the opposite of.
Do you think you'd pick probably the Pioneer game? Oh yeah, you did pick.
I did pick the Pioneer game.
Padding the stats.
And although I like Adam Hudak and what he's done at Lake Central lately.
Or Lake Station.
Lake Station too, yeah. But North Judson just has too much right now.
That was a nice pick you made of Lake Station last week.
Yeah, I was. I was confident in Adam. Adam did a great job.
Okay.
So did his players.
All right, there's Wayne picks. Let's go to the check mark, shall we?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Rarely do you step out with 3 games, Wayne.
I know. Rarely do you step out with 3 games.
You
You're right.
have to feel awfully confident about picks to step out for 3 games.
Has Sagarin called you or something on this one?
I'm dialed in.
You
We talk.
You're going with Washington over our 59ers, huh? Wow.
3A to 4A on the road, a lot of team speed with Washington. They play a big schedule. Andrean's been inconsistent, yes. The Niners have won 7 sectionals in the last 8 years. So, I mean, this is an outstanding matchup. Too bad it's not here in Northwest Indiana.
Well, Coach Mason, you don't need any bulletin board material. Right here is your motivation.
That's right. You got to fire up the Golden Domers over there with the helmets on and get them a little fired up, get them a little zoned in on a Thursday night.
And you're picking Wheeler over Marion? No, I'm picking Wheeler. You pick Marion.
I pick Marion over
I
Wheeler.
like Wheeler. The Waz, Lefevre, and that whole crew there.
I think this is a large step up for Wheeler in competition.
I agree.
They, of course, have moved from 2 to 3.
Yes. Yeah.
But I do think that Wheeler has the explosiveness to
agree.
pull the upset in
That's
this
why
game.
I picked them.
With Lefevre, with Waz, can they keep Marion off the board? I believe New Prairie did beat Mishawaka-Marion this year. And we know that New Prairie is a good football team.
Yes.
So they are beatable.
Yes.
I think this is just going to be tough for Wheeler to get done, and we'll see. Wheeler has won 2 sectionals in their brief history, looking to continue on a road for possibly a third.
I think we did this one, North
Well,
Newton.
and you've disrespected Knox
You
again.
wanted to put that up again? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, that was great.
And this could be a big year for Knox, maybe not, but they've never won a football sectional.
I think they're 5-5 on the season. That's a
5
pretty
and
good
5.
season
They
for them.
haven't been over 500 since 2008, Wayne.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're making progress.
Oh,
They've had
yeah.
a decent year,
Oh yeah.
and we'll see. They were impressive last Friday night in their win. We'll see if they can pull the win off over North Newton. Time now, Wayne, for our games of the week on PFR. The entire universe will be cheering for Chesterton tomorrow night as they
You didn't
host.
give them the check mark.
I did not. I didn't want to put any added pressure
On
on them, Wayne.
Oh, okay. All
Okay?
right.
I'm trying to sneak up on Penn. We've got an outstanding defense here. We're going to have to score some points, okay? We got great special teams. Nate Needham is starting to round into form.
Right.
He struggled with that injury early in the season. I think Kyle, as you said, Kyle Yelton might have him straightened out.
That's right.
Luke
Finke is playing well there.
If you're going to beat Penn, you may need to kick some field goals.
Yes. Oh, I agree. Definitely.
And have great special teams and great defense.
Right.
Chesterton has all the elements to pull the upset.
And it would be a major upset.
Whether they. Hey, did Portage?
But they could do it.
Did Portage beat Lake Central last week?
I think they did.
Okay. A lot of people still don't think that happened.
That's right.
Okay.
Miracles happen.
Yes, they do.
And we've got
Morton and Lowell.
Morton and
Wheeler,
Lowell.
Mishawaka-Marion.
And again, we talked about this. The Wheeler team has what it takes also, I think, to pull an upset here.
I think
Marion is just very strong.
Right. I think they have the tools to pull the upset on the road. It's just going to be a very, very difficult game for them to win. I like the fact that you stepped out. Don't know whether that's going to happen. But just like Chesterton, they've got to believe.
That's right.
And how about this one, Wayne? I mean, I'm a little ticked off. I heard on Twitter that the Griffith didn't get enough people to get a fan bus for the game.
What?
Maybe they're all driving. I don't know. But, Griffith's building, you can see they're building their program.
Coach Kiefer is really doing a nice job. He's got 2 nice running backs.
They have made progress.
Yes, they have.
You know what else you gotta like about Griffith,
What?
Wayne? They got players that can do excellent interviews, and that doesn't always
Yes,
happen.
that
Okay?
doesn't. That's
that does
right.
not always happen when you've got a football team that can have excellent interviews by their players, but Griffith does.
Sectional win was very big because it was our first sectional win in a while, and it just felt real good. We played good, and we played against a tough opponent.
That was huge. I mean, for the program, for these young men, and to take away or take out a previous state champion. I mean, that's big for a young man's confidence. Had to learn how to compete, and then we had to learn how to win. And they've definitely learned how to win these last couple weeks. Definitely coming back in the fourth quarter and pretty big wins against good programs. And it started in the weight room when we took over, and it carried over into close games early on in the season. A big win against Holborn, and then just they saw the progress in themselves, and that'll carry them miles.
Giant steps. We're moving in the right directions. We're moving quick this year.
Offense after 1, 2, 3. Offense!
I think the program can build up really good. Like, we got freshmen coming up that's really good. We just have to keep improving, keep working hard, because we know we're a smaller team than most other schools.
We have a lot of young guys that are starting right now. So we can use them for another 3 years. Tavian Walker, he's a sophomore. That's crazy. And we can just keep building on these young guys right now.
We just have to keep building. Obviously, hopefully a couple wins, bring some more people into the program, but, we're just working on right now. We want to be 1-0 this week and continue playing with these guys.
You've got to like Griffith and how they're building. They got a coach with a beard. They got a star player that does his interviews with his helmet on.
Yep.
Because why? Because he's a football player.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
He's not
That's
a pretty
right.
boy. He didn't take his helmet off like it's in the quarterback interview book that you got to take your helmet off.
Yes.
If you're a
Oh,
quarterback.
okay. All right.
But if
I
you're a
wondered about
football player and a running back, you leave the helmet on. So, and Travian Walker did an excellent interview with the helmet on.
Yeah, he really did. But you know what, Joe? Probably the area's most underrated team is the team they play this week, and that is Hammond High. Not many people have spoken about Hammond High.
Yeah.
Devin Moore has been
It's gonna be a great
tremendous.
game. Very competitive
Tim
game.
Eccles,
Griffith and Hammond.
the speed he has.
All right, how about Morton and Lowell, Wayne? Morton now looking for a little redemption, looking for a little respect. How big a program is Lowell? You know you're a big program when the players on the other team know the nickname of your field.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. That's right.
You know you've arrived as a program, Wayne.
That's right.
When the players on the other squad know the nickname of your field. Yeah, that's a little tease coming up. But, can Morton rebound? They'll need more than Snorton to play well. Lowell's just been so solid all year.
Yeah, they really
They won in overtime at Munster. We visited Morton this week as well, and they've got a big task to take on the Lowell Red Devils.
I'll tell you what, this is a huge game for us. We lost to them 4 weeks ago, 35-0, without Mark, without our offense clicking. We seem to have our offense back in gear, and Mark is healthy. All our players are healthy. So, like I said, we got to come out from the start, playing tough ball, mistake-free. And if we do make a mistake, we got to shake it off and come back again. We cannot let Lowell get ahead of us. We got to play, like I said, mistake-free ball.
We have to be on the same level as them. We have to play up to their level. Them being the #1 team in the state, they're #1 in the state for a reason. So we need to not make any mistakes. We need to play the intensity they have. We need to play as physical as them. We need to outplay them, and it just would be a great game, a great matchup.
The way we can defeat Lowell is by using our speed and athleticism, really. That's our edge against Lowell, and if we can use that appropriately, then that's how we'll win.
Mark Sturton is our leader. If there's any player, one player, and I'm not saying this being biased, it's the truth, any player that carries a team, it's Mark Sturton. We go where he goes. So wherever he rushes, wherever he plays on defense, if he stops him, that's what we do. He is our leader. He's Superman for us.
The year I had, it's been outstanding. That's really credit to my offensive linemen. They do a good job of giving me holes to run through, and I'll take advantage of those.
It's just a great game to see. I'm very excited. My years playing at Lowell, it's been 2-2. So this game feel like it's gonna be the game breaker. It's gonna be a great matchup. It's exciting to go to the Inferno. It's just a game that everybody should come to and see.
I think Demonte misspoke. He said that Lowell's the #1 team in the state. He meant to say Lowell's the #1 team in the PFR poll.
Yeah, he did.
Because that
I'm
is the
sure.
only poll
Right.
that matters.
That is. That's very true.
All right, don't forget, we'll see you tomorrow night, Friday night, live, 10:30 on PFR Scoreboard. Football weather has returned. It's a little chill in the air. We'll have highlights coming up tomorrow night on PFR Scoreboard. Good night.